Right, a very good morning. You are watching Westnile television. This is the KOKOLIRIKO live on this day of Wednesday 2023. This is the show that brings you all the updates on the issues that are developing here in Western region and also issues that are within this nation, and what are the trending stories, what are the issues that we think need urgent attention. Those are the things that we'll be really diving into, and this show is particularly for you, the viewer, and also us here in the station. That is why we are here to give you all the updates, and that's why we have given you the platform to chat with us using the YouTube channels. And that is what you need to do is, if you are driving, if you are moving somewhere, you can put on your earpiece and also follow us on YouTube. That is the on this show at Westnile televisions. This is on Weatherhead Park Lane in Arua City. That's where you are able to really get this television live. And apparently there are so many issues that are happening here. Remember, yesterday we received the body of the late Caleb Titi Kamure, who is the Vice President UPC, who passed on last week, and the burial is expected to be on Saturday this weekend. And so many arrangements have been done, and yesterday there were requiem mass that were held, and also today we are expecting the council sitting at Catherine Sub-County, where he will be actually buried. And after this council sitting, we'll be also expecting another mega council sitting for Terego District local government, where all the leaders in Western region will be able to gather and give their last respect. And that is one of the updates that will be really bringing you, and so many other issues. We'll be also expecting the leadership of Forum for Democratic Change to come and give us clues on whether this party is still strong or it is falling down now, just like many people have anticipated that the future for FDC is at risk. Many people have written so many headlines in different ways and so on. And is there still faith for the supporters to believe in this party? Is it that yesterday's meeting was an end to the fracas that is happening now? What about the major house, the building of FDC, that is at Nanzanankumpi, which has been the greatest fight over a long period of time? And those are the things with our guests we'll be diving into from 8 a.m. sharp, and that's where we'll be discussing a lot of issues around that, starting from the discussions that were in the conference and moving forward, what it means to the party. Remember, yesterday the Forum for Democratic Change party president, who actually came up with the party, that is Colonel Besid Kiza, highlighted 4 priorities that the interim leadership is going to take, and that is where we want to dive our discussion so much into. And also there are so many issues. Remember, Ajuman district released their mock results yesterday. We saw over 500 failed exams in the mock, and also only around 47 of them were able to get the first grade, and the grades are not really so high that you will be able to see somebody in a district quarter or maybe getting a bursary from any school. So what does this mean? That means the performance is still wanting. What can we do? That is at secondary school level. And let's welcome our colleague Faris Majid to also open up into the discussions, as some of you who really know about the way we move with the discussions. It is quite interactive. That's why we are asking you to also write your comments on what we are discussing here on the YouTube channels. Faris, you're most welcome.
Thank you, Frederick.
Yesterday you missed, and I hope you are back with full energy.
Full force, and
yes.
I believe, just like the viewer, we are going to be discussing a lot, and the viewers actually can also drop their comments via the various social media platforms talking about the various social media platforms. We have Facebook, we have Twitter, we have Instagram, we have all these social media platforms which you can actually use to drop your feedback, and we shall be in place to be able to also read through some of your comments, and we shall be able to also share with the other members who are watching us from the different places. Why am I saying this? We have so many platforms that actually we'll be using for generating feedback, because we need your feedback. We also, just as much as you need information from us, we also need feedback from you, from as far as some of the things, because some of the things we may not be talking about them here just because we do not know about them, and if you tell us, we shall be able to also let the world know of what is happening within your facilities. So I think it is paramount for the viewers to also be able to share with us their various feedback through the various feedback generating social media platforms. And talking about the various places people can watch us from, Frederick, people can now watch us from anywhere. This is a digital world. You can watch us from the comfort of your phone. All you need to do is just ensure that you have a computer that is connected to the internet.
True.
And for those who have smartphones, it is quite easier now. All you need to do is just download the StarTimes app and search for Westnile TV, and you'll be able to watch us from anywhere. And for those who have the money, please, let's ensure that we get the decoders and the set, so that you'll be able to watch us without any interruptions. And that is as far as Westnile TV is concerned. We are here to enlighten the region, and one way we are to enlighten the region is by giving you what is happening around the region and around the world at large, such that at the end of the day our lives are transformed from what we discuss here. This is the morning show.
Yes.
This is the first that begins the television, and this usually is the beginning of the program. Usually the morning programs are the ones that begin up the station. So I think it is very much important for us to begin your day with the KOKOLIRIKO live show. Frederick Dramadri together with Farish Majid, we shall be able to take you up the hour of 9 p.m. Remember, we have a lot in stock that we shall be discussing, as he highlighted on, that we shall be having the leadership of FDC on the show. So all you need to do is just stay tuned, and we shall be able to expound on all these things that we are discussing currently.
Okay, many people have made monies through Westnile television. That is where we're able to really give you the platform to advertise with us and really sponsor some of these shows. Remember, this show is the most worst show that we have here in this region. So if you are one of the persons who wants to advertise with us, you should be able to really come to the headquarters, or you can follow us, these lines that have been provided. You can really follow them and really be able to engage with our business persons and see how you should be able to transact business, or maybe sponsor any of the shows that you'll be able to move further with us. And also advertising with us, you are able to make more money. You understand? People have gone into digital world to really see how to get customers across the seas, and this is one of the platforms that we're offering for you. We are not here only to talk about other issues, but it is also very important to grow together with the region. You see, if you trade with us, if you come to us, you'll be able to really get that subsidized cost in order to have some of these names mentioned. Your business name will be mentioned. Whatever you do, will be bringing the videos of what you do live here, and people will be able to see and really order what they want with your contact details. You can also use this number 0765 282281, and that is one way you'll be able to reach us. Or you can email the television at Westnile TV station at gmail.com, and that's one way you'll be able to market your product with us here. And also sponsoring these shows make us proud, and you'll be able to really see that your advert has been played, and so on and so on. Those are the ways you should be able to reach a bigger number of customers and consumers, not only within Westnile, not only within Uganda. You realize that people are asking for your things from Italy, and that's one way we'll be able to really elevate you from being somebody who is customer hungry, okay, to somebody who is able to now open more of your business centers. Maybe let's move forward and talk about briefly about the arrival of this body. Remember, Faris, we have been talking so much about the absence of fridge to preserve bodies. at a rural regional referral hospital. And this has been one issue that has really affected so many people in terms of expenses. Talk about transportation of the body, talk about the issues of preservation, talk about the period of conserving or preserving some of these bodies. For over the years, there have been advocacies towards having a fridge to really put bodies, corpses, for maybe if the relatives are not ready to bury this kind of bodies within a stipulated time, or one day they are not able to pick it, it should have been preserved in such fridges.
Yes.
But we have seen this happening. Currently, the late Caleb died here in a rural regional referral hospital. Because they don't have a fridge, this body was again transported to Nebi for further management, and this was also transported back to Arua yesterday. Don't you think families are making a lot of losses? They're incurring a lot of losses in terms of transportation of these bodies from here and there. What needed to be done? In your own views? Yes.
This is my own view, and this is my own perception of the whole matter. Rural hospital was upgraded. You know, it was developed, but the mortuary remained underdeveloped. Why am I saying this? If you are to move at the mortuary, Frederick, it has remained the way it was constructed. No new work has been done on it. You have to move to it, and you will look. The facilities have remained the way they were. I think by the time they were established. So talking about this, we are having this issue of the mortuary not being upgraded, and West Nile as a region has only one facility of this kind, the modern mortuary. It is only one in Nebi that was established by the government. I think it is only one in Nebi, whereby the bodies can be kept for long. You talked about the fridge. We do not have this in the rural main hospital mortuary. We do not have that facility that caters for it. We do not, and the mortuary that we still have is not a modern one. So I think the government needed to upgrade it such that, because this is the main city, Frederick, this is the city, and I think if the government developed this place and upgrade the mortuary into a modern one, it will really be able to generate, I think, money for the city and the hospital at large. Because this body that is being kept there, and not just kept for free, there is money that is being paid for keeping the bodies there. So I think the families really sometimes also have to, because Frederick, if you look at a scenario whereby people who have to keep the bodies for 1 week, a rural hospital main mortuary cannot do this because it's not capable of maintaining the body for that quite long. So I think we needed to upgrade the facility. We also needed to develop the place and make it a modern one, so such that at the end of the day, it will be able to be to the benefit of the masses and the benefit of the government at large. Because if the bodies are kept there, sometimes, Frederick, yes, we shall be able to generate money because these bodies are not kept there for free, I believe. So I think if it was developed, it will really be of great benefit to the masses at large. Why am I saying this? Let's take a scenario whereby somebody want to see their relatives buried when they are around. We have seen cases of people coming from overseas and they want to attend the burials of their loved ones. They will have to wait. Under such scenarios, how long will they wait? Because we have seen cases whereby bodies have to stay for 1 week because somebody is arranging travel arrangements from the other side and really wants to ensure that they attend the burials of their loved ones back home. So I think if this was done quite well, it would be able to really generate a lot when it comes to the issues of developing these places. Why am I saying this? Let them ensure that they develop this place. Because if it is developed, it will really be of great importance to the masses, the region. Because a mortuary plays a great role in keeping bodies, and really one way the bodies are kept is really through ensuring that the places are okay. First of all, if they are developed, the bodies really would be able to stay for quite long. And why am I saying this? Sometimes we have to ensure that the bodies live longer than they are really expected to be of. And under such scenarios, if the government is ready to come up and help the masses in terms of developing this facility here, it will really be of great importance. As I lamented, the hospital was upgraded. We have seen developments of structures, other structures really being put up, of which we appreciate, but the mortuary has remained the way it is. It is dilapidated. Why am I saying if you have to move there, Frederick, you have to look at the facilities. Really, I've been to the mortuary for quite some time. If even the door itself tells how terrible it is inside, if you have to look at the door of the mortuary, it scares. The whole place scares because you are really going to see dead bodies. You know, I had phobia for dead bodies for over years. I've really been somebody who could fear dead bodies. But ever since I got that courage of moving dead bodies, not fearing dead bodies, I've been moving to this mortuary. Sometimes passing, more so when I lose a relative. But really, the place is underdeveloped. It is scary, and if you look at the door, really, Frederick, from the door, and you can just imagine and paint the picture of how terrible the situation is inside. And I think the welfare of the people who are also operating the dead bodies at the mortuaries also need to be looked up to, because if you have to look at the people there, Frederick, you will be able to tell of what is really happening inside there, because at times they also have to get money from people, because I've had this case, I've seen it, whereby they have to get money at times from people for treating these bodies here. So I think if it is done, it is really going to be to the benefit of the masses and the government at large.
Okay, that is it, because if you look at that issue to do with the body, the fridges and so on, this facility which is there at a regional referral hospital has lasted for quite a long period of time, and the structures are quite dilapidated. If you move there currently, the situation is not really so good. It looks like a slaughter slab. Right now, if you enter inside that facility, it looks like a slaughter slab. If you have ever moved to abattoirs and so on, that is the current state. And also maybe government needed to look at that, and also look at the issues of the maternity ward that we'll be also already talking about later on. Let's take a break. When we come back, we'll be able to move to the rest of the issues that I highlighted, talking about the issues around education, health, politics, and many others. Let's take a break.
Westnile TV, lighting up the region.
A brand new Global Star TV with StarTimes Inside Technology. New TV innovation with an inbuilt decoder that connects you to both StarTimes antenna and satellite signal. With StarTimes Inside Global Star TV, you can enjoy over 300 local and international channels, 1 month StarTimes highest bouquet for free, automatic system update, more benefits, more affordable. StarTimes Inside Global Star TV is available in all StarTimes branches and dealers countrywide. StarTimes Inside, entertainment inbuilt. Star TV with StarTimes Inside Technology. New TV innovation with an inbuilt decoder that connects you to both StarTimes antenna and satellite signal. With StarTimes Inside Global Star TV, you can enjoy over 300 local and international channels, 1 month StarTimes highest bouquet for free, automatic system update, more benefits, more affordable. StarTimes Inside Global Star TV is available in all StarTimes branches and dealers countrywide. StarTimes Inside, entertainment inbuilt.
Westnile TV, lighting up the region.
A brand new Global Star TV with StarTimes Inside Technology. New TV innovation with an inbuilt decoder that connects you to both StarTimes antenna and satellite signal. With StarTimes Inside Global Star TV, you can enjoy over 300 local and international channels, 1 month StarTimes highest bouquet for free, automatic system update, more benefits, more affordable. StarTimes Inside Global Star TV is available in all StarTimes branches and dealers countrywide. StarTimes Inside, entertainment inbuilt.
Westnile TV, lighting up the region.
All right, welcome back from that commercial break. I earlier on informed you that we'll be having guests shortly after the break, and right now they are in the house. We are going to really talk about the politics in Uganda right now, generally looking at the issues around a multi-party system that we have in this country, how really parties are able to move forward in relation to the issues of their affairs, and also looking at the post-election struggles among these political parties. First of all, we'll be zeroing into the discussions around the opposition political parties that have really had a lot of struggles around the issues to do with management, the issues to do with also the welfare of people who are working, and also the issues that are coming up with factions. Remember, from July, we saw the issues around the National Unity Platform breaking into factions, and this went up to the start of August, and this resulted into the harmonization meetings that went viral, and many people came and said, no, this can be harmonized. And at least there has been a cool down after a decision was taken by the party executives, and this has been also the same struggle in Forum for Democratic Change that we saw recently yesterday, that a number of decisions were taken by the party executives and delegates from different regions who sat together at Katonga Road, where they were able to come with so many decisions in order to really make sure that the party moves well in the next few generations to come. And also we saw this also started with National Resistance Movement. Around May, we saw the first son, who is currently still serving in the army, tweeting a lot of things in order showing that he's going to contest at some point. We also saw that the ruling president, His Excellency Yoweri Museveni Kaguta, saying those are rumors and really we are not going to go with that. And that is where the state of politics in Uganda has continued to be. And we are asking ourselves, what can we take from that? What is it that is making all these political parties not really live in a harmonious way, just like the way they have been in during elections or campaigns where they have been united? What has gone wrong? That the leadership has to divide themselves during the period when people are quiet with the issues of elections. I have with me on my left, I have the retired RDC, that is Peter Dibele, who retired from Chiradongo district recently, maybe, who is also a mobilizer for the National Resistance Movement, NRM party. Peter Dibele, you're most welcome.
Thank you very much, moderator. Good morning to you all. It's a cold morning, but thank God we are here.
Okay.
However, I thought it would be good at this moment, before we proceed, really to pay a little bit of homage to our fallen sister and a brother. Yeah.
Okay, that is the time we are remembering these people who have left us. Remember recently, just like when I started the show, I clearly indicated that we have two big persons that we have lost in this region. Talk about Caleb Titia and the wife, whom we have lost within 1 week and just in the space of 2 days. And this is one thing that is haunting so many people, losing these prominent persons at a time when we still needed them. They have so much impact that they have created in the society in West Nile. And that's why my guest here is still saying that we could really pay some time for that. And that's why this was really coming up. And to my right, I have Martha Tiko, who comes from the Forum for Democratic Change. She has been one of the delegates or one of the prominent persons who has been there for the Forum for Democratic Change from the time this party actually came in, and up to now she has continued to serve in this party. Maybe Tiko, you're most welcome.
Thank you. Good morning, everybody. And let these two people's soul rest in peace. We have lost prominent people from West Nile. Thank you. Yeah, RDC to remember.
Okay. All right, that is her voice. As a woman, she's still strong. She's someone we respect so much. She's an elder. She's someone who is more pronounced in terms of the issues of politics, in terms of the issues of advocating for social lives of the people. She has other positions that I may not mention here. But for the case of politics now, let's move into the multi-party system that we have in this country. What has gone wrong? Maybe let me start with Tiko. What has gone wrong? Let's start with the saga of FDC that we have really so much been looking at. And do you think the pronouncements in yesterday's meeting will make a progress in the future of this party?
Thank you very much, moderator. I'm happy that I'm here. I'm the founder of the Forum Democratic Party, but at the moment I'm just staying aside to see what's going on. Those pronounced, political parties, when you come out as a leader to lead the people, you must do the correct things so that people believe in you, people trust you, whatever you are saying is the correct one. The yesterday pronouncements are not known to us. That is the Katonga. I wish it could have said it in Natana Kumbi, but they said Katonga. Katonga is not FDC headquarters where you cannot do pronouncements. We had trusted Dr. Kiza very, very much. Whatever he said was correct, but we have found me as a founder. I'm not active there, but because I'm somewhere. What I've observed from him, he's the one causing problem in FDC. Why? Because as I started my party, I take that as my property. People take parties to be a property. They don't need it. It is supposed to be for the people. Democratic Party says one Uganda, one people. I don't know what is causing all that problem to Dr. Kiza to have pronounced to have opened an office in Katonga. It is surprising. Everybody is surprised. I'm not going to talk about anything, but what I'm knowing is that he has opened an office in Katonga. If this office is in Nazana Kumbi, whatever the pronouncements are there, I have to tell my people those are not FDC pronouncements.
Okay. All right. Yesterday, remember this saga between former president, the Colonel Besit Kisa and Natala Mafabi, who is the party chairperson, actually Secretary General, came because of so many issues. One is mistrust between Besit Kisa and the leadership currently serving in office, and also this really brought a lot of tensions. Remember, 2 weeks ago, Besit was here in Westnile mobilizing for people to go and support him at Katonga, and that's where you were able to see delegates seated there. Though the numbers were not so big as from what we were able to see, and these pronouncements ranged from one, they are going to reclaim the headquarters at Nazana Kumbi, and really they suspended 2 of their big officers. Talk about Patrick Oboya Moriat, who was blessed by Arias Lukwago, and the others who also follow after that. And they said these people will be suspended and will be investigated. We're here to see what will be coming out from that. Maybe let me move to the next guest.
Excuse me, let me answer this.
Yes.
When Dr. Kiza said, I'm not standing as a president, Amuriat presented himself to lead the FDC. Otherwise, we are not going to have any candidate for FDC 2021. Instead, Dr. Kiza to say thank you, Amuriat to have come out to stand for the party. He is disowning those people. Those people are elected by the delegates conference. They are not appointed. So I'm going to say that whatever doctor is doing is whether they will claim Nazana Kumbi plot was bought by all the supporters of FDC. MPs selling the cards for the members, they don't have the right to go and claim that Nazana Kumbi. There is no delegates conference which appoints, they do elections. I'm sorry to have said that. If he is not happy because Amuriat and Mafabi is from the West, they think that party belongs to the West. I'm sorry, I don't know what has happened, because he has been influenced by people who have just joined the party. There are few people who have just joined the party. They are the ones confusing doctor who has been respected highly in Uganda, but he will suffer for it for himself. For me, I'm sorry, I'm disappointed. So much disappointed with the doctor, I'm sorry to say so.
Okay. Maybe as the delegates went to Katonga, did you receive an invitation as a fountain member? And also, what are your thoughts about that move?
Because we went, one of the elders who went to investigate, I was one of them from Westnile. Doctor says it is dirty money. Is there any dirty money in Uganda? When he used to go around, he used to tell us, when Museveni gives you the money, use it. Now he has changed. They have just alleged that Amuriat and Mafabi got money from NRM. That they call it dirty money. I'm sorry, that was just allegation so that they can frame allegations so that they can chase those people from the east. They don't want anybody from other West Nile or to be a leader of any party from there. Thank you.
Okay, maybe let's put you on hold. Let's move to the next guest. That is the retired RDC. RDC, maybe let's pick it from here. The multi-party system is the environment for political exercise in Uganda really favorable to all the parties. Talk about the oppositions, talk about the ruling, because we have also seen that the NRM has also complained of being attacked by opposition. Sometimes also the opposition says they are being oppressed by the ruling government. Is the political environment in this country really okay, or is it fair to all the parties to really thrive?
Well, thank you very much, moderator. First and foremost, I must say that today's day is cold. Secondly, you invited me. I've always waited for your invite, because one of the directors one time told me, Peter, we want to incorporate you in our discussions. Something which I thought was good. And then thirdly, I still want to go back to say that really we are in a mourning mood. We're in a mourning mood. We have lost two very serious entrepreneurs. One of them, a farmer, a political analyst, somebody with whom we have always been on the media, in radio talk shows, except here that we did not come. We do a lot of fireworks with him, and at the end of it all, when we get out, we are same people. We have always been same people, and I was there to see his body to Nebi, and we are going to ensure that we see his body laid down to the resting place. Otherwise, we are very sorry. We condone with the members of the family. As for Rose, Madame Rose, the owner of Rose's Villa, who actually I've been very close to that family, to that Rico family. I still want to condone with them, because recently they lost a son, and then again they have lost a sister. We come from where we have come, and we shall go back to where we have come from. May their souls rest in peace. I want to thank my elder sister Martha for whatever she has said. She has been very, very open, and she's always open. And I've been following these issues. I do not want to talk about other parties. You see, young men, Uganda has been having a history, if we read it. If you go back to the independence of Uganda, how Uganda became independent, you'll find there were a lot of mishaps. So in 1962, actually, the truth is, DP had won the elections. DP won the elections, but then you had the Kabaka Eka joining with the 18 people, and that one now overrode DP, and the UPC then became the ruling party. But it was within the shortest time. By 1964, there were already feuds in UPC, feuds in Uganda. You go back to 1964, 1966, 1967, the issue of pigeonhole what? Constitution. Then finally, in 1971, the overthrow of government by Idi Amin, who went on with what he did until 1979. But within here, you must have heard the problems between Tanzania and the Uganda. Yes. Until the UNLA overthrew government. They stayed until 1986 again. NRM URA, I mean, Uganda National Resistance Army and NRM took over the government militarily. And of course, up to today, NRM is managing the affairs of this country politically.
Okay. But so the question is deriving itself from the 2005 adoption of multi-party system that this country adopted to. Do you think the environment for political parties to thrive is safe?
To be very sincere, when NRM came in, it talked about the movement system, where all of us, people here call it 12, all of us, we would move under NRM. But political analysts continued agitating, even foreign countries, our donors continued agitating for multi-party, which is a modern way, to be very sincere, a modern way of ruling and managing the society in a country. So they were not wrong. They were not wrong. It was good, and NRM, people like us, we joined the NRM from wherever we were. Madame Martha, for her, they formed FDC. DP was there, UPC was there, and then other parties. Of course, the old parties were DP and UPC. And then there was Kabakayaka, which never came. So then NRM became a new party, formed under the leadership of His Excellency President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. And then you had the DP. Of course, DP also has been going through its own feuds. And I cannot say that NRM doesn't have a problem. NRM has a problem also.
Okay, you're going to start from where you have left, where the challenges of NRM will be. You'll be highlighting it after this break. Let's take a break. When we come back, we'll still start with the retired RDC, talking about NRM and also the multi-party system, whether the environment is safe for all the parties. Talk about the opposition and those in the ruling, because there have been counter-accusations, especially during the time of campaigns and also during the time of elections. But after elections, you see at least quietness, you see issues coming now from the internal party systems. What has gone wrong? That is where we want to really move so fast and really understand the niche of the issues behind those closed doors that are happening in the individual political parties. Okay, let's take a break.
Thank you.
Westnile TV, lighting up the region.
A brand new Global Star TV with StarTimes Inside Technology. New TV innovation with an inbuilt decoder that connects you to both StarTimes antenna and satellite signal. With StarTimes Inside Global Star TV, you can enjoy over 300 local and international channels, 1 month StarTimes highest bouquet for free, automatic system update, more benefits, more affordable. StarTimes Inside Global Star TV is available in all StarTimes branches and dealers countrywide. StarTimes Inside, entertainment inbuilt.
Westnile TV, lighting up the region. Westnile TV, lighting up the region.
All right, welcome back from that commercial break. As earlier on, we have been really diving into so many issues to do with politics. I have two political parties that are here represented by my guests. One of these is the National Resistance Movement, which is currently ruling the country, and also I have a Forum for Democratic Change that has been the main opposition party. But now, in terms of representation in the Parliament of the Republic of Uganda, has become the second opposition party that we have in this country currently, looking at the recent statistics and talking about the issues of multi-party systems and the administration generally. This is where we are driving our attention at, because of the so many feuding issues that are happening within these political parties after elections. What is this, and what is the fate of this country with the multi-party system of politics that we have here? And democracy, is it really being felt if we go with this kind of politics that we have in this country? That is where I'm asking the views of my guests here, and really we are analyzing some of these issues for you to understand where this country started from, and in terms of politics, how are we moving? Are we moving in a fair manner? Are we really moving the other direction that we think we may really go back to our traditional systems of administration? That is one thing we'll leave to the guests to share their opinions from. Maybe let me go back to Peter Dibele, who is a retired RDC and also a mobilizer for the National Resistance Movement. Right now, we look at him as somebody who has stayed in politics for quite a long period of time. And these are people we will need to use in the near future as a political analyst, and also really to help us in analyzing the issues to do with politics. And also I have Martha Tiko, who comes from Forum for Democratic Change. She's a founding member of Forum for Democratic Change, who has lived her entire life in seeing the politics of this country, and up to date she is still a founding member of Forum for Democratic Change. She has not moved anywhere to any other party, just like other people have been alleging that have been bought to join this political party and so on. I've not heard that from her. That is one thing that I can break about these guests I have here. Maybe Peter Dibele, you are continuing with the inside challenges that NRM has, and also how it is able to address some of them in order to make sure people receive that image of NRM in a good faith, not like other political parties. Yes, you can pick it from there.
Well, there are small issues which always come in. Differences, say, because we are the majority in the parliament, so you find differences between members of parliament, if it is there, members of parliament, versus vis-a-vis maybe the cabinet and so on. And then outside here, you find also there are some people who go on complaining that they are not, they have not been helped, this and that. But these are minor things. But what Madame Martha said is owning, an individual owning the party. That causes a lot of commotions.
Okay, true.
For NRM, we have structures from top to the district, right down to the grassroots. We have these structures, and the constitution of the party is very, very clear. Whenever there are issues, NEC is called. The chairman of the party calls NEC, they discuss these issues and agree. Where you disagree in a meeting. Where you agree in a meeting, such that even minority views are taken into account. And when there are certain issues which are very delicate, they are then moved to SEC, which is the Central Executive Committee. You see, and these issues are sorted out. Just because we are in the we're in the government, of course we have to be very, very sensitive of what we do. We must be very sensitive because we are in the we are on the steering of the country. So we do not want also to disorganize our political party. Our party, because the party is the one in the government. So you can see that. But of course, individual thinkings, they are always there. They are there, but of course, within the district, they are listened to and then passed on to the headquarters. Now, you were saying something about the MK movement.
Yes.
The MK movement.
Actually, that is where the factions of NRM are. We have the people who are saying they are now going to move with the MK movement or the MK kind of faction that has come in between NRM. Then there are others who also say they have another MK, which is Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, okay? And then there's MK, which is the first son, and the Muhoozi Karba, they call it. Yes, that one that you have called. Yeah. So that is where people are saying there is divisions in the NRM, and what does this leave NRM at? Because elections are coming near. Should they be divided, or the minds be thinking like, should I go with the first son, should I go with the father? Whom is it that really people need to believe?
You see, this is now where people are thinking for NRM. There are people who are thinking for NRM, which is not correct. The issue of MK is a movement.
NRM is also a movement, no? Because NRM has that movement thing.
MK is these are what? These are it's not a registered political party. But NRM is a registered political party like FDC. So they call it MK movement. Okay? We do not know. Me for one, I have not been approached by anybody to say you move from NRM to MK. No. My allegiance is to NRM, where I joined in 1986 here in Arua. So my allegiance is to NRM. As far as I'm concerned, the chairman of the party is His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. And then the structures are there: SEC, NEC, the districts, and the rest of it. Now, MK, for him, he says, is standing. Maybe he will be standing as an independent. But the issue of first son, a father and son, really is not there in NRM.
Okay.
Yeah. For us, we know about His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni as the chairman and the president of this country. So if the first son wants to come in, under which organization? Is he forming his own party? If he's forming his own party, well and good. Those who want to join, there is a freedom. Those who want to join will join. But it may not necessarily be that those who are with MK now are NRM.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We may be moving fast about that because we have also FDC who is represented here. Maybe let me go to the founding member of Forum for Democratic Change, Martha Tiko. Let's move into the issues of FDC still. You have Natsana Kumpi, you have also Katonga Road. Which of these do you think is really going to spearhead FDC currently, and where does the future lie?
Thank you very much, moderator, to have given me this chance. As the retired RDC said that MK is not registered, Katonga is not also registered. Katonga is people's government. I think that should be another party of its own. As I was born, this election started in 1958 when I was in P4. This issue of Uganda, I'm asking the Almighty God to protect Uganda. These changes come. I would have been together with Peter. When the time comes, we break. His Excellency President Kaguta came together with Dr. Kiza. From where? From the bush. Then Dr. came and formed his own party, inviting us to join. We have joined, and that is Katonga, which is not registered. And Natana Kumbi, what I know is Natana Kumbi. I was recruited by Reform Agenda. Somebody who came to recruit us in Arua was late Dick Nai. He recruited me, Alex Unjima, then this one late. Late Arumadi, then the one of Ogoko. We were recruited with Medza Olega's wife, then Lobida's wife. We were about 5 from Gold Club. But when the Reform Agenda was formed, Doctor was in exile. This office has been taking care of. This IGG Kamia, plus Leto Tika, then Richard, who were taking care of the office in Kamocha. Later only this office was moved to railway station, Nasa Road. All these things I was there. But what has caused this division is because I am the founder. I'm the leader. But still people had given high respect for Doctor. Even Amret, even Mafabi, whenever they do something, they go and consult him. Doctor would have been the elder to advise the people, let us go like that, let us do like that. But what my observation is that what he's doing for me, I'm not blaming anybody, I'm blaming him. Being advisor, let us do like that. Politicals are not bad. Politics, you learn a lot. You learn from the other party, that as a political party, they would have joined together, fight for a cause. But it seems Doctor is now fighting his own party. Instead of fighting another, now is fighting us, which is very, very bad and very, very shameful, my moderator. I'm very, very disappointed. I'm not happy. I'm so disappointed with the Doctor. I don't blame anybody. I don't blame anybody. There is no dirty money in Uganda. This money is Uganda money. People are using all the money. Is the Doctor not using the Uganda money? Is he using dollars? That money has caused a problem. When the elders were there, Professor Navesa was our chairman, we found nothing. That was just allegation so that he can join with his people to fight the executive, the neck. As he already said, we have the constitution, which guides protects the party, how you can manage the party. But if he's not happy, let him start party which is called People's Government, is his party in Katonga. When you talk about Katonga, I was not invited. He knows that I'm somebody knows nonsense. Once I said, you are wrong, I'm wrong. This is what I'm saying. Thank you for inviting me here. I'm informing the people that issue of Katonga, let it remain, but Natana Kumbi will remain. We leave everything to God. The truth will take itself. That's all.
Okay, you have been one of the persons, at least representing Westnile on the committee that was investigating the allegations of the dirty money.
Yes.
What were the findings, and if you can share with us, were there any tangible evidence that you people were able to get?
We wanted the doctor to give the person who informed that these people got dirty money. He did not prove anybody. Whether to take the photo, whether to get the voice of that person, he did not. Up to now, we found that it was not, it was allegation that the plan with these people of Katonga to say, hey, there was dirty money. That was allegation. There was not true.
So you are confirming to us that the allegation that the party leadership really got money from the ruling government, that is NRM, during the 2021 general elections was not really a fact?
No, there was no proof.
Okay. So where does the future lie for Forum for Democratic Change, looking at all these factions that are coming up?
With me, as individual, it seems the parties are for the regions. They think that if this is for the West, the funder was from the West, it should go to West. Recently, I said that we have our party UPC. We should all go back to UPC, let them remain with their parties there, in the Central and the West. Otherwise, the people who found the party think that it is the only party, it is like my family. It's not. Even NRM, as you say that, retired RDC said that, I think most things that if NRM is their party, so you can take over his father's place. This is what they think. And it is the same with my doctor, my son, doctor, who believes he should be the leading. Because we gave him respect. Anything they consult him, he has. I don't know what has cost him. I'm leaving this thing to Almighty God. I'm telling you, moderator, God will protect us. Okay. God will protect those who are working there in Najana Kumbi.
Okay, as we talk about multi-party system, right now the country is undergoing electoral reforms. So many civil societies are moving into districts, into constituencies to understand what people need for the improvement or for smooth running of 2026 general elections. And so many of the issues, for instance, for Westnile region, when we really reached some of these constituencies, there were issues to do with the choice or the candidate's qualification. One of the issues in that was having at least a background of law. And also the person being someone who has at least worked in a local government or who has that qualification to work in public service. And those are some of the issues that were coming. Do you think with the multi-party system we are able to fetch some of these kind of candidates for the next elections to come? Let me start with you.
Yeah, thank you. Yes. I was about to interject a little bit about this dirty money. You see, when people have their problems, they have excuses.
True.
The issue of dirty money is just an excuse. It is good that our mama here was one of the investigators, and she has come out openly to say that retired colonel was not able to prove. Although he said he had somebody who got, I read it, I even heard him say that he had got somebody from Bank of Uganda who proved that those notes were actually sent to State House. Who is that person in the Bank of Uganda? Who is he causing this commotion? Causing this commotion in a political party. Is it true? You see, when people have their differences in their political party, they blame NRM. They blame NRM. But of course, we are in power. We are in power. The opposition want to remove us, but we must assert ourselves to ensure that we are not removed. But we are doing it within the law. We are doing it within the law. We are not doing it outside the law. You see, this party began from the bush, and it came out, and we embraced it. Those of us who embraced it. But of course, the multi-party dispensation, as I said earlier, we had preferred that because for quite a long time, from 1979 up to 1986, things were not okay. We preferred that let the people get matured in politics, especially for those of you, the young ones. Those of us, as Martha said, 1958, I think I was in I was in P2, 1958. But I would see my late father, who was a UPC, they were running up and down. You see that? The whole of Waringa, Martha's place was UPC. That's why she's talking about UPC. You see? But the UPC also had its own views. So, taking from Uganda's account of the history of Uganda, it was necessary. But let us be very sincere. What about if we move next to our neighbor, Kenya? What has been going on in Kenya? You see, Kenya had KANU, which was a one-party system almost. KANU. And then KADU came, Kenya African Democratic Union came in. Now today you have Orange, you have what, you have this, you have that. But the government is strong, it is continuing. So really, what is important today to us is security. Security of the person, security of the property. Once we are secure, there is freedom. Freedom of faith, freedom of politics. So, but don't take your don't try to don't try to pour dirt on NRM. NRM has never given this money. To the best of my knowledge, they're saying that this money was got from State House. But State House is not NRM. Let us be very sincere. NRM is not State House. State House is not NRM.
State House is run by NRM.
State House is being run
by NRM.
By the government that is elected by the people.
Tico is saying NRM is being run. Actually, NRM is the one running.
No, NRM of course is government. NRM is in the government. Yes, NRM is government.
Okay, let me have you on what I asked about the electoral reforms.
No, the electoral reforms. Yes, I have not been following it. But if you go back to the history, the minimum qualification at that time was Junior 3. And these people fought for independence. They fought for independence and got it. Yes, with the Junior 3. Okay? And then now, it is S what? S6.
Yes.
Yes. Now the minimum is S6. There are people, you see, if you go, you follow what is going on in the parliament, it may not be necessarily the qualification. It can be the intelligence. Yes, it can be the intelligence.
How can you present issues?
Yes, how you articulate issues.
Yes.
There are those with the PhDs there and so on, they have not even said a thing. Let us be very sincere.
True.
Yes. Reading and having papers is one thing, and putting it into action is another.
Exactly.
You see, you are old grandfather, your father or what in the village there may be doing certain things much better than you. Now, people are saying we need lawyers. Because that is a law-making what? A law-making, they call it law-making, I mean the parliament makes laws, isn't it?
But also it is the president who approves.
Yes, but what about giving out, what do they call it? Giving out money and so on. You need does a lawyer do that?
There's the allocation of resources.
The allocation of resources. Does a lawyer do that? No. Because once you are an MP, You know, you represent a constituency. You know what your people need. Eh? Do you need to be a lawyer so as to know that my people need a road? Eh? Or my people need a what? Need a borehole? No. You see? So we got to be, actually, it's now, if people talk of maybe say S6 is very low, eh? Maybe you talk of a diploma or a degree,
yes.
eh? But don't specify. There are people who want to move their own agenda, eh? Who want to move their own agenda. Eh? Yes. So the parliament has to be, you know, a catalog of all qualifications. Yes, because you need consultation. Eh? You need consultation. People like Nandala. Nandala Mafabi is not a lawyer, but he's a renowned accountant. Eh? He's a renowned accountant who even worked for Bank of Uganda.
World Bank.
I mean, for World Bank. And that's why he is being fought. Eh? Because there were even rumors here. They say he's being bought by the president. All these are just rumors. Eh? So you need accountants, you need the historians, you need geographers, you need everybody in that house, so that at the end of it all, at the end of it all, you know, you come out with the proper laws. Yes.
Okay, let's take a break. Maybe Tigo, you will come in later on. Let's take a break. When we come back, we'll be able to also wind up with the discussions, because that is the last segment where we'll be able to add our voices onto the status of the multi-party system that we have in Uganda, and currently we have. And we have also so many independent persons who are coming to contest as individuals in different positions. So that is where we'll be able to come back to really talk about some of these issues. Let's take a break.
Westnile TV, lighting up the region.
A brand new Global Star TV with StarTimes Inside Technology. New TV innovation with an inbuilt decoder that connects you to both StarTimes antenna and satellite signal. With StarTimes Inside Global Star TV, you can enjoy over 300 local and international channels, 1 month StarTimes highest bouquet for free, automatic system update, more benefits, more affordable. StarTimes Inside Global Star TV is available in all StarTimes branches and dealers countrywide. StarTimes Inside, entertainment inbuilt.
Westnile TV, lighting up the region.
All right, welcome back from that commercial break. I remember I told you that there are so many things that we're unpacking in relation to the politics of this country, how Uganda is moving since the adoption of the multi-party system in 2005, and at least it has really given people the leeway of understanding that if we move by parties, we're able to move far. Because these are organizations that have leaders that are able to at least solve issues, or they serve the interests of the persons who affiliate to them. And that is where we are driving our talks about. And we have so many of these political parties that are coming from the mother political parties. This is coming because of selfish interest, or maybe the people are not understanding certain things that are happening in some of these political parties. With my guests here, we're discussing about what Uganda's future holds in this multi-party system, and really what is needed for these parties to consistently be there and for the forthcoming elections. That is what we're talking about. The 2026 is not too far from now. We have almost 1 year left to really start also moving to the people to look for support to these various political parties. Remember, Uganda now has so many political parties. We have also liberty for people to stand as independent candidates. This is where Uganda is, and that is the current status of the politics that we have here. Maybe let me come to Martha Tiko, who comes from Forum for Democratic Change, and let me ask her about certain things here, if she is able to respond, and we understand some of these things. We talked about the issues of electoral reforms, where in Westnile here, people are saying they need at least for someone to stand as a president, he also should have a bachelor's degree in either law or public administration. That is where their understanding is, and they feel like some of these laws that are being ascended to by the president currently do not carry value in terms of putting them practically. Currently, you realize that most of the local governments tend to amend some of these laws to suit the interests of what is happening currently in their districts or in their sub-counties through bylaws and ordinances, which is also provided in the mother constitution that we have in this country. But what does this mean? Maybe Tiko, what do you understand from this? Is it necessary that we have presidents from now degree level other than really senior 6?
Thank you very much, moderator. I think the reforms is not considering who is supposed to be there. A degree holder at the moment, we have so many MPs who are degree holders in the parliament. But they are not performing well. Those who are supposed to be the S6 or diploma would even be elected if they can present issues which are affecting the community. That would be the person who is staying with the community considers her or him to be capable of being representing them in the parliament. It is not the qualification. It is the how you can present issues in the parliament. And another issue here is those who are writing the reforms are for their interest. It is not for community. And I would be kind enough in the parliament to consider S4 or diploma holders elected in the parliament, those who can present issues. And at the moment, I don't know whether reforms are going on. I've not heard of it, but
basically that is what is currently going on. Actually, they have reached a point of now involving the members of parliament to also listen to what the community have been able to raise. That is the stage at which they have gone. Now, maybe from senior 4, that is where you are basing your argument, at least from senior 4 up to senior 6. What is your interest in this?
Senior 6, we need to get experienced people. Senior 6, which year? From which year to which year would be described? Because you can get a senior 4, 2023, who is unable to do, 2009, who is unable to present the parliament. We need to get the years. But diploma would be the best, and S4 would be somebody who can present the people. Okay. And the issue of multi-party is good. If there is no multi-party, the ruling government cannot perform well, because the multi-party is the one to tell them this is wrong, then he will follow. It is like in Lubara, when you all produce girls, it is a problem. Or you produce all girls, boys, it's a problem. There must be, there is why God put a man and a woman. Am I correct? This is why there is opposition. So if they say there is no opposition, it cannot work. Multi-parties are good. His Excellency has brought back the multi-party, but the people who are forming the multi-party, they don't understand it. Well, this is why there is a problem. As the other says, we should always be together. We should be as sisters. Whether we are in opposition, we should love each other. Do the things together to help the common people. That is all what I'm saying.
Okay, there are so many political parties, I mean the leaders from especially the opposition political parties that are saying through ballots it is difficult to change government, and they are thinking of otherwise, looking for other alternatives. Really, let me ask all of you as the guests currently now, what do you think could be the best way for people to really appreciate that through ballots it is also possible to change a government, or maybe to elect a president who is new from maybe a different political party, or from his own personal talk about independent candidate standing or scoring the high number of votes that we have in this country? Why is it that this dissatisfaction continues to be amid these issues of democracy and also multi-party system that we have in this country that has given the liberty? Let me start from Dibele, and I'll finish with Marta.
Yeah, thank you very much. As I said earlier, multi-party dispensation, as you put it, it came 2005.
Yes.
Isn't it? Yes. And we have continued in this multi-party dispensation. And some of the things that you have said are actually being geared towards NRM. And you will remember that the Constitution was amended. The Constitution for time limit was amended. See? And every party, when the time comes for elections, every political party has the right to decide who her candidate should be. You see? Who should be who should be our candidate? So that one goes like this. It begins from down. Say for NRM, it begins from down until the national what? The National Assembly. When the National Assembly comes in there, then SEC provides an open what? Say who are the people who want to be the what? The candidate. So the National Assembly then just decides to say it is so and so. So we
maybe if you can break those abbreviations that you were saying, SEC and NEC,
okay.
So that
SEC
you
is
understand
the Central Executive Committee. NEC is the National Executive Committee.
Okay.
Now SEC is actually the toppest political authority of NRM. It consists of just a few people who represent regions and so on, and then the party president, the vice president, and the vice president for women, and the rest of it. It is there. And then you have NEC. NEC has a bigger what? NEC has our NEC has the members of parliament. You have the chairpersons NRM of the districts. You have the mayors, the mayors of cities who are NRM, and then you have mayors of town councils, and then some of those other people who are appointed. They are there, and they are not less than 400. They are not less than that. So that is the makeup of the NRM, and once that decision is reached, then we go for elections. See, we go for elections. Now, what you are saying that it is difficult for opposition, the opposition say it is difficult to remove the government, and you are referring to the NRM government.
Yes,
it's because we are organized. Now, when you have such a feud, such a problem, such fights in the DP, you have such fights in FDC.
Nope.
you have this type of problems in Inup. They say they are going out there for what? They are going out there to mobilize. And they are told, you do your mobilization on the what? Maybe in a meeting. But now you turn it into road what?
Rally.
Road rallies. You turn it into road rallies. Now, where is the fairness? So, for us, we are organized. We want to follow the law because we are in power. We shall follow the law. When it is time for campaigns, we go out for campaigns. If it is not a time for campaigns, we do our barazas and so on. We inform members about what is going on, this and that.
Okay, now, so that is that all about the strategy that really people feel like they fail to remove the ruling government through ballots?
No, it's because they are not organized. To be very sincere, they themselves, they are not organized. You see, they are not organized. There's a lot of infighting. You see, which is very, very unfortunate. For us, really, as a country, we would want to see peace amongst people.
Okay.
Peace amongst people. Say now, like what happened yesterday in where they wanted, the Birigwas wanted to go and have that meeting, but the other team went to court, and the court said there was an injunction, and if they were serious people, they would not have gone for this meeting. They wouldn't have gone for this meeting. You see, so I think Mama Martha has said it all. There is a confusion, and then it is time, it is time for us to ensure that we don't have confusion. If the opposition think that they can come and take over, they want to take over. They normally say they are government in waiting. So they can, so long as they are disorganized, they can be government in waiting for as long as this country exists.
All right, that is it from Peter Dibele, that opposition will remain as the government in waiting as long as they continue to be disorganized. That is from him. Maybe Tiko, let me get your version on this. Is it the disorganization in the parties that has failed them from conquering power, from the all seizing power from the National Resistance Movement, NRM party? Currently, is that the status that you think is really making opposition not really get that gong from the EC to be awarded?
Thank you very much. I think opposition would have want. For example, Oyam. How did the Oyam opposition came to Oyam? Because the opposition there were organized, UPC were organized. How was this NRM is there, but they have the system of rigging, but Oyam managed them the other time very well. And if all the opposition parties would have been the same like Oyam, we would have defeated this NRM, but we are not organized. As you can see, as he retired, he said that the court said no, but these people continue with their meeting. And those people who do these things are the well-educated, well-informed people about Uganda. They know it very well, and they are the ones causing all these problems. I would be happy if we come out, sit down, organize ourselves as a position so that we can defeat the ruling government by joining hands together, do the right things than to say that I'm the boss of this place. You own the party. You think that you can manage the party alone without other people. And we shall not win if we can fight each other.
Okay.
the NRM will continue if we continue fighting each
That is
other.
good.
Yes.
Okay, maybe Peter Dibelel, your parting thoughts. The time we are running out of time. Maybe Tiko will wind up later. Peter Dibelel, let me ask you one question. Does this fracas in the opposition give a fertile ground for NRM to continue in ruling this country as you wind up your discussions?
I have said. When we came, when NRM came in from the bush, well organized, with the structures and so on. So those of us who joined NRM are faithful servants, were faithful supporters. We're faithful supporters. We are not going to be happy because it is a source of insecurity. We are not going to be happy when other political parties are going to have their feuds and fighting. We want them also to organize themselves and follow the structure. As Mama Martha said, when there are problems, sit down and solve it. Now here you are having a meeting in Katonga. This meeting is dismissing the chairman and the secretary general. Okay? Now you have a meeting in Najana Kumbi, which is a registered office, removing the party spokesperson. Now you tell me, Katonga and Najana Kumbi, at the end of it all, the blame, as I put it, the blame is on dirty money, which dirty money Martha has already said is non-existent. It is not true. So these are just individuals, who think they must be at the helm of the party. They must be at the helm of the party because, to be very sincere, some of these opposition parties also get monies from outside. The end of it all, it is an issue of money. Who controls the money? Is it Amuriat with the Nandala controlling the money? Or is it so-and-so and so-and-so? I wouldn't really like to discuss their issues. But all that I want to say is we cannot be happy when our brothers are running up and down, going to court and so on. No, time has come when we should be together and provide services, build this country together. And that's why even Martha said the opposition should be there. That's why there is multi-party. The opposition should be there in the parliament, even in the councils. It is for purposes of checks and balances.
Okay, all right. That is it from
checks and balances.
Yes,
you see, checks and balances. When the ruling party is trying to go in excess, they will say no. It is not like that. And for us as a party, we listen. Yeah, we listen. How many times have we listened to? Okay. Yeah, we listen.
All right. Yes. We are running out of time. Maybe Tiko, your last words. Maybe as you are concluding your last words, let's see from you if the future for FDC is still that people can really trust on the party anymore, or if there's no need of now trusting that this party has already failed.
What I'm saying is that let people not believe in Katonga. Katonga is not a register. The only message they should get is from Najana Kumbi, where the NEC authorities are there. This Katonga has no authority over Najana Kumbi. And we political parties should settle down and do right things in order to remove what they said, the ruling government. And if you continue fighting, you go to demonstration, children are being arrested, killed. Who is going to be responsible? Let us go for elections. Israel is suffered. According to the Bible, Israel suffered. Who came? Moses came and said somebody will come and rescue Uganda from this ruling government. Because they put the authorities from above, the authorities from the president, always authority from president. How? This is a wrong system of ruling people in Uganda. Okay. I'm asking also the president to be kind enough to consider us as political parties.
Of course, you have been considered through the registration of these parties and so on.
And Katonga is not registered. I'm telling my people, they should not believe in whatever. Those Amuriat and Nandala have not been chased. This is Dr. Kisa has chased himself, so we are forgiven him.
Okay. All right. That is it from the panelists. I've been hosting them on the issues of the state of multi-party politics in Uganda and also really understanding the issues from the various political parties. One of the guests has been from National Resistance Movement, that is the retired RDC, the Resident District Commissioner of Kiradongo District, who is in the names of Peter Dibele, who is currently for his leave and now doing a lot of other things in this region. And also he's still continuously mobilizing for NRM. And those of you who will want to join, you can come to him and he notes your name down. But also I have the founding member of Forum for Democratic Change, that is Marta Tiko, who has been also one of the key persons investigating what they termed as the dirty money that came to spoil the faith of the leaders in Forum for Democratic Change. And he has clearly indicated the areas they were able to identify and really their findings. And all that you have been able to get from them is what we were able to discuss here. Let's move off and really break the newsroom for the Lubarati News. Up next, we'll be having this at 9 a.m. SAP, the news in Lubarati with Feta Emmanuel. My name is Frederick Tamari. Thank you.
Martha should now join in.